All right, let's talk about one of the biggest, and I mean biggest, challenges in the entire world of AI. It's all about taking a model from the nice, clean, predictable lab environment and throwing it into the deep end, the messy, chaotic real world. This is the journey from theory to reality, and honestly, it's where so many amazing projects get stuck. Okay, before we dive in, we've got to do the mandatory disclaimer. Just so you know, this is Module 9 of a 15-part tutorial. It's really just an overview based on a much larger report. It offers general guidance, it's not a warranty, and it's definitely not legal or financial advice. So, as always, we highly recommend you chat with your own pros, your financial, technical, and legal teams before you take any action. So, picture this. You've poured weeks, maybe even months, into training your AI model. It's performing like a dream on all your test data. But here's the real question, the one that keeps engineers up at night. Is it actually ready for production? Is it prepared to face live users, unpredictable demands, and all the chaos that comes with it? That's the gap we're going to close today. Yeah, because getting a model from development into production isn't just flipping a switch. It's more like running a gauntlet. The rules change, the pressures are totally different, and what you thought of as success in the lab means something else entirely out in the wild. And wow, this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? In the training environment, your whole world is about one thing: model accuracy. You run your tests, a few delays are no big deal, and it's all about experimenting. But the second you hit production, the game completely changes. Suddenly, reliability is king. The system has to be up and running 24/7. Low latency isn't a nice to have, it's critical. And you bet you're thinking about cost efficiency. It's a whole new playbook. Let's really dig into that first major hurdle: latency. In any real-time app, how fast your model gives back an answer isn't just a tech spec. It's a core part of the user experience. For a lot of applications, this is the magic number: under 100 milliseconds. That's the sweet spot where a response feels basically instantaneous to a human. Any longer than that, and you start to risk frustrating your users, and they might not come back. So, the question is, how in the world do you get a giant, complex model to think that fast? Well, this is the engineer's toolkit for speed. First up, you can quantize the model. Think of it like telling the model to use simpler numbers for its math, which makes everything way faster. Then you can prune it, literally snipping away parts of the model that aren't doing much, kind of like trimming a bonsai tree. You can also fuse operations together, combining a bunch of small steps into one big, efficient one. And finally, you tune the whole serving framework itself to squeeze out every last drop of performance. Now, here's the thing. Not every single prediction needs to happen in the blink of an eye. And that brings us to a huge strategic choice that really depends on your business. Are you doing this in real time, or can you process things in big batches? Let's use an e-commerce site, because it's the perfect example. Real-time inference is for that person who is shopping on your site right now. You need to show them a product recommendation immediately to try and influence what they buy. Speed is everything. Batch inference, on the other hand, is what you do overnight. You pre-calculate recommendations for all your users so they're ready the next day. Here, you're focused on getting a ton of work done as cheaply as possible. Okay, so you've got your model running fast, and you've picked your strategy. But production isn't static, right? It's a living, breathing thing. Your model has to handle sudden spikes in traffic, and, just as important, you need a safe way to update it without breaking anything. And this is where we borrow some brilliant ideas from the world of software engineering. Things like A/B testing, canary deployments, blue-green deployments. These are all ways to roll out new models with confidence. And maybe the most important part? They give you a safety net, the ability to hit the undo button and roll back instantly if a new model isn't working out. Let's zoom in on one of my favorites, the canary deployment. You've probably heard the phrase canary in a coal mine, right? It's the same idea. You release your new model to just a tiny slice of your users, maybe 1%. Then you watch it like a hawk. Is it fast? Is it accurate? Are the business metrics, like people clicking on things, still looking good? If everything is great, you slowly, carefully dial up the traffic until it's serving everyone. It is just a fantastic way to de-risk your updates. We're almost there. The final piece of this whole production puzzle is monitoring. But for AI systems, we have to go way beyond just, checking if the server is still on. We need a truly vigilant, intelligent eye on our models at all times. And this quote right here just hits the nail on the head. See, with a normal website, if traffic spikes, you can spin up a new server in seconds. Easy. But with AI, loading a massive model into memory can take minutes. By the time your new server is ready, the traffic spike might be totally over. That's why reactive scaling just doesn't work. You have to be predictive and scale before you need it. So what should you be watching? Your dashboard needs an upgrade. Don't just look at average latency, look at the 95th and 99th percentiles. That tells you what your worst-case user experience is like. Look at your GPU utilization. Are those super expensive chips actually doing work, or are they just sitting there? And maybe most importantly, is the model still making good predictions? Because a model can be running perfectly from a technical standpoint and still be giving you absolute garbage results. You have to watch for that drift. And that really brings us to the final, critical question. Look, getting a model into production is a massive win, for sure. But the job isn't done. The real goal isn't just to have a model that's switched on. It's to have a model that's fast, reliable, efficient, and is constantly and verifiably delivering real value to the business. Now that is the true mark of success in production AI.